With Into the Light, Bungie added a brand new Horde mode into Destiny 2, so here are my top 5 exotic weapons to use for the new Onslaught game mode. Starting off at the number 5 spot, I have Sunshot. This hand cannon is extremely effective against large groups of trash mobs, which there are plenty of here in Onslaught. Kills from this weapon cause an explosion that can chain, causing more explosions. This weapon, however, starts to lose its effectiveness in the higher rounds since there are a lot more higher tier enemies present, requiring you to be more involved with your build in order to make this weapon work. During boss fights, Sunshot remained effective at keeping the amount of ads there were to a minimum, so it definitely has earned its spot on this list. In at number 4 is Terab. With this SMG, you can turn your brain off and just lay on the trigger. Dealing and receiving damage builds up the Ruinous Beast's alternate firing mode, which when active, your fire rate and damage are significantly increased, with dealing sustained damage from Terab increasing the duration of Ruinous Beast. Terab is fun and doesn't require much setup in order to get rolling. Enemies are stacked on top of each other, so it's very easy to proc and keep Ruinous Beast up. My only issue is that picking up the ADU batteries resets the Ruinous Beast charge meter, so while using it, you're disincentivized from playing the objective. Overall though, Terab is a fun, easy to use, and effective exotic at defending the ADU. For the number 3 spot, I have Wither Horde. This weapon is at number 3 because of how strong it is at locking down choke points, and you can use other weapons while simultaneously using Wither Horde. The blights from Wither Horde damage everything inside over time. With enemies, you direct impact, taking damage over time and dropping the blight if killed while affected by Wither Horde. You don't need to put much thought into using this weapon. Just fire it in the general direction of where enemies are coming from and switch to a different weapon. If you have the catalyst, Wither Horde will reload itself over time, making it particularly good at a set and forget kind of playstyle. It's also very effective at taking out enemies with larger health pools. At number 2 is Trinity Ghoul. You can think of this bow as the better Sunshot. If you have the catalyst, any arc final blow including finishers will cause this weapon to create a chain lightning effect similar to Jolt, except without the champion stunning capabilities. Just like Sunshot, when going up against higher tier enemies, you're going to have to lean more into your entire build in order for you to get the most out of this weapon. But with that said, it doesn't take away from how easy to use and effective Trinity Ghoul is here in Onslaught. And at the number 1 spot, I have the Ruinous Effigy. This trace rifle takes my number 1 spot because of how fun it is to use, on top of the utility it provides you and your team. Kills from the Ruinous Effigy beam spawn a void orb that can be picked up by anyone on your team. When the void orb is picked up, you can damage, suppress, disorient, and steal life from enemies. Being void, you can stack volatile and devour for extra void explosions and health while using the heavy slam attack. Guarding will disorient and drain the life of enemies near you. This effect can be used as a form of crowd control and prevent the enemies from overrunning you and your fire team. You will definitely want to give Ruinous Effigy a try if you haven't used it in a while, as it's extremely potent and fun to use here inside of Onslaught. And that's my top 5 exotic weapons to use for the new Onslaught Horde mode. Let me know what you think about this new game mode and the weapons you've been using in the comments below. Subscribe for more, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.